What do you make of this this Khorasan group? It's out of a sudden, out of the blue, we hear this Al-Qaeda offshoot is now making threats against the U.S. and other Western allies. I assume against the UAE as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think in a chaotic situation, you will always have groups and offshoots and various groups that have the same cause but will not necessarily be organized as the same organization. So I'm not surprised that there is this group or any other group. It's a very chaotic situation with a security vacuum, and I think it's expected to see that.
And so you're bracing for potential retaliatory strikes in the UAE, the United Arab Emirates as well.
Well, I think we all have to be vigilant, but I think taking action is better than not taking action or delaying action. So I think vigilance is expected of all of us, but I think we're doing all the right thing in order to thwart this challenge once and for all.
Because you and 4 other Arab allies went after ISIS targets in Syria. The U.S. alone went after this Khorasan target in Syria. But if asked, would you get involved in going after Khorasan as well?
Well, I think, from our perspective, this is a battle against terror. This is a battle about extremism, about violence that terror brings with it. And I think this is all an operational thing. Definitely we're there not only about ISIS, we're there against terrorism.
Are you with the ISIS, Minister? Are you with the United States in the war against ISIS in Iraq as well? I know you've launched airstrikes in Syria, but what about Iraq?
No, I think our view is that we are against this war against terror. Terror is a challenge to our way of life, to our stability, and I think it can cover itself under different names. It knows no geography, so we're in it for that.
You're with the United States on all of this. I want to read to you a statement that Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham here in the United States, they issued. They applauded what the president and what you are doing against ISIS targets in Syria. They went one step further, though. They said you should threaten the regime of Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. This is what they said. The president should now issue a similar threat to Assad. The airstrikes and barrel bombs against our moderate opposition partners and civilians in Syria must stop, or else your air power will be destroyed. They want the U.S. to expand and go after Bashar al-Assad's regime as well. Are you with McCain and Lindsey Graham?
Well, I think currently you have an operation against ISIS in Iraq and Syria, and we think that of this operation in terms of an operation against terror. There has to be also a part of this operation involves a lot of political work. Definitely, I think we are with the idea that the current regime in Syria should not benefit from this, but we think also a lot of political work has to be done. There's a lot of legwork to also pursue along the line also as we pursue the military option.
Because you want to get rid of the Bashar al-Assad regime as well.
We actually want stability. We want stability. We want to end this terror challenge. And I don't think we want anybody to benefit from that challenge because ISIS is hit or this other group is hit.
President Obama is ruling out U.S. combat ground forces. What about the UAE?
Well, I think the UAE is part of a coalition, and the UAE believes that a lot of the political legwork that can be done on the ground will bring us good alternatives here to cover whatever expected vacuum there is.
And we should expect this to be a long war, not a few days, a few weeks, or a few months, maybe years?
Well, we're in it for the long haul. I think we are in it committed. I think it's too early now to really put a real assessment of how long we're looking at. We're in day one, but definitely we need to do the job right.
Minister, thanks very much for joining us. Welcome to New York. Welcome to the United States.
Thank you.
The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs of the United Arab Emirates, Anwar Gargash. Thanks very much.